She has the looks, the career, the success, but Eboni K. Williams still couldn't find the one. What she did instead is shocking, controversial, and sparking debate. Stay tuned to find out why. The story of Eboni K. Williams reads like a study in contrasts, a narrative that illuminates both the triumphs and the complexities of modern Black womanhood. On one side, she is undeniably accomplished, a sharp, captivating attorney whose intellect and skill have earned her respect in the legal world. Beyond the courtroom, Eboni commands attention across multiple media platforms, radio, television, and public speaking engagements. She carries herself with a unique blend of intelligence, charm, and charisma, qualities that make her a standout in professional circles and an influential voice in contemporary culture. Her accomplishments are a testament to discipline, determination, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. She represents a generation of Black women who are not content to remain in the shadows, who insist on occupying spaces historically dominated by others, and who do so with confidence and poise. Yet, despite these impressive professional achievements, her personal life tells a more nuanced story, one that resonates deeply with many who observe her journey. In the realm of relationships, Eboni has encountered challenges that are striking in their contrast to her professional success. The very traits that make her formidable in her career, independence, intelligence, and a strong sense of self, can complicate her romantic life. She has openly discussed the difficulties of finding a partner who aligns with her vision of a relationship, someone who complements her rather than diminishes her. This duality, professional success paired with relational dissatisfaction, is not unique to Eboni, but her public visibility amplifies it. For her, every choice and every challenge becomes a point of public conversation, often scrutinized through the lens of societal expectation. One of the most striking elements of Eboni's story is how her personal choices intersect with broader cultural narratives. She has made the deliberate decision to become a single mother through in vitro fertilization, a path that reflects both her autonomy and her refusal to compromise on the desire for a family. This choice is emblematic of a larger movement among high-achieving Black women who are navigating the tension between professional ambition and personal fulfillment. In a society that often frames women's worth in terms of marriage and motherhood, Eboni's decision challenges conventional norms. It is a declaration that the path to motherhood does not have to follow traditional scripts and that women can create families on their own terms. Her journey also sparks important conversations about the systemic barriers that affect dating dynamics for Black women. High-achieving, intelligent, and attractive Black women often face a paradox. While they excel in professional and social spheres, they encounter challenges in finding partners who match their ambitions and values. These challenges are not merely personal. They are deeply entwined with historical, social, and cultural factors, including stereotypes, gender dynamics, and societal expectations. Eboni's experiences reflect a reality faced by many women who must navigate a dating landscape that is often unprepared to meet their level of achievement. The public discourse around Eboni's life extends beyond personal choices and into the realm of representation. By choosing single motherhood and speaking openly about her journey, she has inadvertently become a figure symbolizing the complexities of Black womanhood in contemporary America. Her story is not simply about one individual. It reflects larger conversations about autonomy, societal pressures, and the evolving definitions of family. She occupies a space where personal narrative intersects with social commentary, and her visibility magnifies both admiration and critique. To some, she is a model of independence and empowerment. To others, she embodies the frustrations and compromises inherent in balancing professional excellence with personal desires. Furthermore, Eboni's narrative sheds light on the often overlooked emotional labor and strategic thinking required in relationships. In her career, she applies meticulous planning, analytical skills, and strategic thinking to achieve her goals. In her personal life, similar principles apply, yet the human element, emotion, vulnerability, compatibility, cannot be reduced to a formula. This tension between calculated professional success and the unpredictable nature of personal relationships adds depth to her story. It highlights the ways in which high-achieving individuals navigate multiple spheres of life, each with its own set of rules, expectations, and challenges. Eboni's influence is also amplified by her role as a media personality. On radio and television, she engages in discussions about relationships, culture, and social issues, offering insights informed by both personal experience and professional expertise. Her platform allows her to reach audiences who may see reflections of their own struggles in her story. By sharing her journey candidly, she creates a space for dialogue, challenging listeners and viewers to reconsider assumptions about success, fulfillment, and the paths women take to achieve them. Her openness invites empathy, debate, and reflection, making her story not only compelling but socially instructive. Yet, with visibility comes scrutiny. Eboni's decisions, particularly regarding motherhood and relationships, are often viewed through a lens of public judgment. Critics may question her choices, misinterpret her motivations, or reduce her narrative to a simplified moral lesson. This scrutiny highlights the broader societal tendency to police women's choices, particularly those of Black women, in ways that rarely apply to men in similar circumstances. Eboni's experience thus becomes a lens through which we can examine societal biases, expectations, and the unique pressures placed on women who dare to define success on their own terms. In addition to the social and cultural implications of her life, Eboni's story also speaks to universal human themes: the pursuit of fulfillment, the negotiation of personal and professional ambitions, and the courage to make unconventional choices. Her journey underscores the idea that success is multifaceted and that personal satisfaction does not always align neatly with societal definitions of achievement. For Eboni, the decision to prioritize motherhood while maintaining her professional trajectory exemplifies a deliberate, empowered approach to life, a model of intentionality that many can learn from, regardless of their background. Ultimately, the narrative of Eboni K. Williams is one of contrast, complexity, and courage. She embodies the tensions inherent in modern womanhood, the simultaneous pursuit of career excellence and personal fulfillment, the navigation of societal expectations, and the exercise of autonomy in shaping one's life path. Her story resonates because it is both deeply personal and broadly reflective, offering insight into the challenges and triumphs faced by high-achieving Black women today. Through her experiences, she has become more than a public figure. She is a catalyst for discussion, a mirror reflecting both individual aspirations and collective social realities. In this way, Eboni K. Williams is emblematic of a new paradigm of womanhood, one that refuses to settle, embraces complexity, and challenges conventional narratives. Her story invites reflection, dialogue, and, above all, recognition that achievement and fulfillment are not mutually exclusive, but must be navigated with intentionality, courage, and self-awareness. It is a story that continues to unfold, offering lessons and inspiration for those who follow her journey and for anyone grappling with the intersections of ambition, love, and personal purpose. This is the brand that Eboni K. Williams embodies today. She made a deliberate choice to become a single mother, going through in vitro fertilization to bring her daughter into the world. And honestly, that's something to applaud, especially for Black women observing her path. Unlike some who might chase after the wrong partner or try to force a relationship into existence, Eboni carved her own way. After welcoming her daughter, she bought a home in Harlem, building the life she envisioned on her own terms. On the surface, it seemed like the picture of perfection: a professional, educated, beautiful Black woman with a thriving career and the desire for family. But when traditional relationships didn't align with her aspirations, she didn't wait around. She created her own path to fulfillment. For many, it highlighted a painful reality. When men aren't stepping up, women sometimes must take matters into their own hands to achieve the family life they desire. Eboni's choice ignited conversations about the options available to accomplished Black women. She openly stated, "This isn't my ideal scenario, but I want children, and this is how I'm making it happen, and I'm happy with it." Her decision prompted broader reflections on the structural and social challenges high-achieving, attractive Black women face when pursuing both career and family. Many women could relate. Some have felt anxious about whether their success would intimidate a potential partner. In reality, many relationships falter because partners feel insecure about a woman's accomplishments. In cities like Washington, D.C., Atlanta, and across the East Coast, or even the South, this is a familiar story. Beautiful, accomplished women often struggle to find men who are equally prepared to meet them on their level. When the men they meet aren't up to that standard, insecurity and jealousy can become obstacles in the relationship. But Eboni's situation added another layer. She was once engaged, not to a black man, but to a white man named Stephen Glenn, who some sources suggest is extremely wealthy, possibly even a billionaire. The relationship didn't lead to marriage, illustrating that the challenges for successful black women aren't solely about race. They intersect with socioeconomic and personal dynamics too. Eboni's journey forces a reconsideration of the narrative many women have held, that finding a partner on their level is the ultimate barrier. Her story has become a touchstone for the ongoing conversation about success, love, and family for black women who refuse to compromise on either their ambition or their dreams of motherhood. What makes Eboni K. Williams' story even more intriguing is her ability to move beyond the black community and connect with people across different spaces, including white men, yet still face challenges in her relationships. It's a paradox. Someone as accomplished, articulate, and self-aware as Eboni navigating the same relational hurdles many encounter. The story takes an even more fascinating turn with her recent collaboration with content creator Tara Resnick. Tara, who has built a following on Instagram, shared a post that quickly went viral. In it, Eboni opens up about her past relationship experiences, offering a candid look into her personal life, something fans and followers rarely get to see from someone so prominent in intellectual discussions on dating and relationships. Eboni K. Williams doesn't mince words. She admits that she was deeply in love with a man, yet she recognized he could never fulfill the role she needed him to in her life. Ultimately, she chose herself. This is a story many women can relate to. Think of figures like Tia Mowry or Tracy Ellis Ross, women learning to prioritize their own goals and happiness over the idea of a perfect partner. Content creator Tara Resnick echoes the sentiment, emphasizing the hard truth. Sitting with discomfort is necessary. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's difficult. But what's even harder is reaching your 40s and realizing that the dream of motherhood, or any deeply personal goal, was lost because you waited for someone else to meet every expectation. Tara and Eboni both underscore a critical lesson. Ignoring the signs in relationships rarely ends well. While this conversation often focuses on black women within the black community, the reality is far more universal. Women of all backgrounds grapple with similar dilemmas. The belief that no partner is good enough or can meet every desire. For Eboni, in vitro fertilization became a solution, an empowering way to take control of her life when no man could deliver everything she wanted. Consider the reverse. If a man decided no woman could meet all his needs and therefore refused marriage, society would likely view him differently. The truth is, no person, regardless of gender, can provide everything. Excellence, in any field, comes from collaboration and support. Look at Michael Jordan. He wasn't the perfect player in every respect, but by surrounding himself with talent like Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, and Coach Phil Jackson, he achieved greatness. Relationships function in the same way. Many people focus on a partner's shortcomings rather than their strengths. Loyalty, support, and shared values can outweigh intelligence or brilliance in the grand scheme of a healthy relationship. Yet women like Eboni, in their 40s, often feel compelled to justify choices that prioritize personal fulfillment over compromise. And while her approach works for her, financially, socially, and emotionally, not every woman has the same resources, beauty, or societal leverage. Suggesting that leaving a relationship is always the answer can create unrealistic expectations, leaving many feeling stuck or inadequate. The key takeaway: relationships require balance, reflection, and realism. We must recognize the strengths in others, assess our own contributions, and understand that no one person can meet every need. Eboni K. Williams' story is a bold, modern example, but it also reminds us that privilege and opportunity shape the options available to us. To get more in life, You have to put in more effort. It's simple, yet we often shy away from saying it. On my channel, I've been emphasizing this idea. If you're at point B but want to reach point C, you can't just hope it happens, you have to work for it. You need focus, energy, and deliberate action to move from where you are to where you want to be. This is something women like Eboni K. Williams excel at in their professional lives. They earn top grades, get into law school, and climb the ranks of their careers without hesitation. But when it comes to the career ladder of relationships, dating the kind of man they truly want, they often expect effort to be directed at them rather than putting in the work themselves. Some justify choices like in vitro fertilization as a solution because they believe no man in the world can meet their standards, yet the truth is they may not be giving a partner what he needs either. This principle applies everywhere, in business, in sports, in life. Teams that don't put in the work don't win. Companies that refuse to invest time and energy don't grow. And the same rule applies to relationships. You get out what you put in. If you expect results without effort, disappointment is inevitable. For Eboni K. Williams, the mindset she has cultivated and the choices she has made throughout her life have had a profound impact on how she is perceived publicly. Her professional success, independence, and self-determination are admirable, yet her approach to relationships and the expectations she places on potential partners have shaped a perception that is more complex and sometimes controversial. To some observers, she embodies empowerment and self-sufficiency, a woman unwilling to settle or compromise on her standards. To others, she represents a cautionary tale about the challenges of navigating personal life while maintaining a high level of professional and social achievement. The scrutiny that accompanies this duality underscores a larger societal discourse about entitlement, effort, and the realities of human relationships. Women who adopt a similar mindset, prioritizing self-fulfillment, independence, and personal standards above traditional relational expectations, may find themselves at odds with the dating landscape, particularly in environments where expectations are unbalanced or skewed. In Eboni's case, her refusal to lower her standards or accept compromise has, in some eyes, limited her leverage in the dating market. This is not to diminish her attractiveness, accomplishments, or influence, but rather to highlight a fundamental principle. Relationships, like life, operate on a combination of contribution and reciprocity. Expecting outcomes without considering what one brings to the table is a risky approach, and while her independence is admirable, it can be perceived as a lack of relational flexibility. For ambitious or successful men, especially those with their own trajectory and focus, figures like Eboni K. Williams may not even register in the broader dating ecosystem. The reality is that success in one domain does not automatically translate to desirability or influence in every domain, particularly in relationships. Social and emotional dynamics are multifaceted, and personal accomplishments, though significant, do not guarantee relational compatibility or mutual investment. In other words, achievement alone is insufficient to create meaningful relational leverage. People are drawn to those who bring value, connection, and shared purpose to a partnership, not merely status, age, or professional success. This distinction is crucial in understanding why entitlement, even when reinforced by external markers of success, often fails to yield the outcomes some might expect. The broader lesson here extends beyond Eboni or any single individual. Opportunities, whether in love, career, or life, favor those who actively contribute rather than those who assume benefits will be handed to them. This principle is universal. In professional environments, individuals who contribute vision, effort, and collaboration often rise to prominence, while those who expect recognition without meaningful input are left behind. Similarly, in personal relationships, those who invest time, empathy, and share responsibility are more likely to foster enduring and fulfilling connections. Entitlement, expecting the world to conform to personal desires without reciprocal effort, rarely results in long-term satisfaction, regardless of gender, status, or background. Eboni's situation also illustrates the intersection of societal expectations and individual choice. High-achieving women, particularly Black women, often face unique pressures, the expectation to excel professionally while also maintaining traditional markers of femininity and relational success. When these women make unconventional choices, such as prioritizing personal goals over traditional partnership models, they challenge ingrained narratives about gender, success, and relational roles. This can provoke criticism, misunderstanding, or judgment from peers, audiences, and even media observers. Eboni's public perception, therefore, is shaped not solely by her actions, but also by the societal frameworks through which those actions are interpreted. The key takeaway from this analysis is the importance of accountability, self-awareness, and effort. Life and relationships are not passive endeavors. One cannot simply rely on inherent qualities, achievements, or expectations of entitlement to secure fulfillment. Just as professional success requires focus, discipline, and perseverance, personal success in relationships demands intentionality, communication, and emotional investment. The most sustainable partnerships arise from mutual effort, shared values, and reciprocal contribution, rather than a transactional mindset that prioritizes entitlement over engagement. This concept also has broader implications for how individuals navigate challenges and setbacks. When people assume that outcomes are owed to them, they may overlook the nuanced work required to cultivate opportunities. Whether in business, creative pursuits, or personal development, meaningful progress stems from consistent effort, resilience, and strategic engagement with one's goals. The same principle applies to relationships. Successful partnerships are cultivated through attention, care, and intentionality, not entitlement or expectation. Eboni K. Williams' journey, therefore, becomes both illustrative and instructive. It demonstrates the power of self-determination while simultaneously highlighting the potential pitfalls of a mindset overly reliant on personal entitlement rather than mutual investment. Her story encourages reflection on how standards, expectations, and effort intersect in shaping outcomes. By analyzing her experiences, individuals can better understand the delicate balance required to achieve both personal and relational fulfillment. At its core, the lesson is timeless. Success, whether in love, career, or personal growth, is a product of action, not assumption. It requires self-awareness, deliberate effort, and accountability for one's decisions. Entitlement may create the illusion of potential, but it rarely produces tangible results. Eboni K. Williams' narrative, in its complexity, exemplifies this principle. She has achieved remarkable accomplishments and autonomy, yet the outcomes she desires in relationships underscore the universal truth that effort and contribution are irreplaceable. In conclusion, Eboni's story serves as a reminder that no one is owed success or fulfillment simply by virtue of who they are. Achievements, status, and independence are powerful tools, but they must be coupled with effort, intentionality, and reciprocity to translate into meaningful outcomes. For women, men, and anyone navigating the complexities of modern life, this insight is invaluable. Accountability and action, not entitlement, remain the cornerstones of success in all arenas. By internalizing this lesson, individuals can approach life with a mindset grounded in responsibility, self-awareness, and the willingness to invest in themselves and the relationships they value most.